Like damn, she in her mood. She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't he packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance. Sucking my waist, so I'm loving my bands. Like 1 million views in a day. There's so many ways to get paid. I tried dipping.
Honestly, the real tea to getting some bomb Instagram pictures is the welcome back to another video. Yes, we're back, and it's the consistency for me. But listen, if you're just to this channel, what's up? My name is Brianna, and today we are getting into a how I take and edit my Instagram pictures. This video was requested, okay? Oh, not me getting requested videos. Love that for me. I'm about to be getting into all the tips and tricks on how I take and edit my pictures that I personally use. So if you are interested, girl, definitely keep on watching. And if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, girl, why not? Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out any more videos. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into this. So first things first, I did go ahead and break this video up into chapters. So definitely check out the description box if you're looking for a specific part for me to cover in this video. I definitely value you guys' time, and I don't want you to have to watch this entire video if you're just looking for something very specific. So definitely check the description box so it can just take you right to that information. Let's get into chapter 1, which is going over our equipment. I started out with a very basic tripod, but this one I feel like is probably one of the best ones because as you can see, it's small, it's compact, it's something that I can easily put away in my bag, and it's just on the go. It's super simple. How it works is it has a little opening right here that you can be able to press it and it opens up, and then you can just take out the top and just spread it out. I think it goes up to about 60 inches, and then you can also have your phone either be horizontal or vertically, whichever you prefer in terms of how you're taking your pictures. And then it also does come with a Bluetooth remote as well, that you can use, that you can be able to charge. It comes with like a little charger as well too. So this is actually what I use to take all my Instagram pictures. Or I did get this a couple of months back, and this has honestly been like my holy grail because it's just so much easier. It's not bulky, it's very lightweight. Nobody would ever know this is an actual tripod, which I absolutely love. And then you just close it back up, clip it back, and you're just good to go. Like, it was very affordable on Amazon. I think this was like, I think no more than about $30. I will definitely have it linked in my description box, as well as everything else I am talking about in this video. Going to the next thing would be the lighting. One of the lighting pieces that I use, you can easily clip this on your phone. If you've been on TikTok, you know this has been like a viral light for all the girlies that have been ranting and raving about it. I've had it for, I don't know, about a year or so. It's been, ooh. It does go pretty bright. You can brighten it, you can turn down the brightness, you can change the colors on it. So if you just want it to be all white, or if you want more of a softer glow type of tone, you can change that as well. As you can see, the colors are changing, so you can definitely do that. And this is kind of how it looks in front of me. And this is not even on the brightest setting, so this is actually really perfect when you're taking your pictures out. Let's say you're in a darker area and you want a little bit more light, you can definitely pop this on and put it on your phone and be able to do what you needed to do. Another great lighting that I actually recently bought, that was maybe a few months ago, was this one from Best Buy. This one actually goes extremely bright, way brighter than the other one. This one you can also turn down as well, but it just, as you can see, this one is extremely bright and it does the job. So the only thing about this light is you do have to screw this on a tripod. It does have a screw area for you to be able to screw that on versus just the iPhone little clip that you can use. So if you don't want to be bringing different tripods, you know, definitely this one may be great for you. But you know, if you don't mind bringing another extra tripod to put this on, I think this one will definitely get you a little bit further. And you can also too, you can bring both. You can go ahead and clip this on your phone and then have another tripod on the side as well too, just to give you some additional light as well. And I feel like too, the more light the better. Another great light too that I've been hearing a lot of girls talking about that I have not actually purchased myself, but I want to purchase this in my cart, is that newer so these newer lights is 2 stands. I have it up on the screen. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but the way that I be seeing the pictures come out, girl, it'd be crisp and just perfect. Now when it comes to outdoor lighting, I do like to use natural sun if possible, if I can. So making sure that I'm going out between the peak hours in the morning, like when the sun is starting to rise. So like between 8 to 12 is kind of like when I want to take my pictures. I don't like to take pictures after 12 o'clock, like in the mid-afternoon, because that's when the sun is most harsh on my face, and I just don't like how it creates shadows, and it's not giving. So I either take it between 8 and 12, or I'll wait until golden hour in the evening time and take it around there, which is right now I believe it's between like 4 and like 6, or 4 and 7. So whatever that golden hour is for you in the morning and the evening, definitely take it between those times. So one of the apps that I really love to use while I'm taking pictures is LensBuddy. I tell you that it literally makes taking pictures so much easier. Within the app, you have so many different capabilities, between setting how many pictures you wanted to take of you, the seconds in between of how much time you wanted to lag in between before taking your picture. It also has really great voice commands as well too, to kind of give you an indicator on when it's starting, how many pictures you have left before it's finished. Like, there's so many different great things. You can control the lighting as well within the app too. So definitely suggest you go ahead and download LensBuddy, y'all, so you can be able to take your pictures out with ease, because it just makes it so much better, and you don't have to worry about carrying around a clicker to be able to take your pictures. Let's talk about location. So when it comes to playing location, safety does come first, you guys. You want to make sure you are mindful of the areas that you are taking pictures at, especially if you are out by yourself. I normally like to bring a taser and pepper spray just to be safe, and I kind of keep that nearby me in case, you know, someone want to try me, okay? You want to make sure you're just safe overall, y'all, because people are crazy out here, and if you out here by yourself taking pictures, it just gives people an opportunity to try to mess with you, and you just want to make sure you're not out here just taking pictures anywhere. I like to be really strategic when it comes to where I take my pictures and making it make sense with my outfits. So for example, if I'm gonna take a picture in a dress, I'm gonna try to shoot for a background, whether that's inside that looks a little bit more luxurious, more upscale, or if it's outside, I'm gonna take it behind maybe a nice building, just to kind of make it make sense. I really do feel like it kind of tells a story when I go at it with this strategy, and I have really noticed an increase in my engagement versus just taking a picture behind a blank wall. I really think it really like takes your picture up a notch. Whatever it is, try to make sure that it coordinates with your outfit. I also recommend as well too, if you do have outfits in mind, you have it laid out from the night before, y'all make sure y'all try on those outfits, okay? That's just another tip, because you know, sometimes outfits that we put together in our head may look cute, may look a little different when you actually put it on. Now, I know it could be super nerve-wracking when you're out taking pictures by yourself, you guys, especially in public spaces where people are around. I recommend just a little tip is just try to maybe go in the morning time so it's not as many people around, just to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. You can definitely go into areas that doesn't have as many people kind of walking around as well too. I know typically on the weekends businesses are typically closed, so there's not many people around. But y'all, it's gonna be time where you're gonna have to get out there and take those pictures. You know, they gonna look, they gonna judge, they may say something like, but don't let that stop you from your bag. Don't let that stop you from your dreams. And don't let that stop you from getting them pictures done, okay? Because at the end of the day, like 9 times out of 10, you're not even gonna see them people again. Honestly, the real key to getting some bomb Instagram pictures is the quality, the lighting, the location, and the outfit. I feel like if you have all 4 of those checked out, baby, you executing the plan, okay? So another great tip that I really want to go ahead and share with you guys is when you are outside taking your pictures, make sure that you try to shoot from your feet up. So if you have the camera, for example, angled, make sure you kind of have it where the feet, if you see how I'm tilting my phone, have it where your feet is at the bottom of the screen and where you have so much room up at the top, because it makes you look taller for one, and it just makes the picture look more of a pop, okay? So y'all, when you guys are out taking pictures, you want to make sure that not only do you have your poses planned out beforehand, a really great tip is just to move around. Like, if you need to, play you some little music on the side to kind of help you loosen up, and just move around, have fun with it. You know, like the best photos to me honestly been pictures that have been off guard. They've came out so cute, and it just makes it look a little bit better. You also want to try to change your location. So if you are in one location that you go to, right, to take your pictures, if you see an area where you can sit down maybe, or maybe you see a different background somewhere, try to move around. Don't feel like you need to be stuck in one specific area that entire time while you're taking pictures. Move around, try different angles, try different locations within that area. Of course, we ain't trying to be driving different places every time we need to take an outfit picture. If you want to, you can, but definitely to try to utilize your surroundings. The best angles have been to bring the tripod directly to my waist area. I always do that, and then I'll tilt the phone up again just to have my feet at the bottom of the camera, and then you see me with that large gap above my head. It's honestly been my go-to. I also will change it and move it all the way up and play with the angles. See what angles works best for you. And then the best part about it is, because you are using Lens Buddy and you are taking all these different pictures and using these different angles, you're utilizing your location and surroundings around you. Like, you're gonna get some fire pictures. And keep at it, because once you keep practicing and get your neck down, girl, that picture's about to be fire. Okay, so now that we've covered location, we talked about how I take my pictures, angles, locations, and all that great stuff, we're gonna go ahead and hop right into how I edit my picture. And let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, I'm gonna go into the Me Too app, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my first photo. Now I did go ahead and decide to use my picture that I did for Valentine's Day. Definitely go ahead and check out my Instagram if you haven't already, sis, because they came out bomb. Okay, so I'm gonna be using that for this example. So I like to go into beautify first, and I'm gonna go into the contour tab. Now they did go and upgrade the app, so it's a little bit different, but we gonna make it do what it do. So I'm gonna go into the second to last burgundy reddish tone. I'm gonna bring this up. You can move this eraser as big or as small as you want it, as well as the intensity of how you want the actual picture to come out when you apply it. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in. I'm gonna use this for my blush area, and I'm just gonna dab it on my skin so I get the desired look that I'm looking for. Now, as you already know, when you take pictures, especially on an iPhone, it definitely dims down the way that your makeup looks. So I have to kind of go in and touch it up. So, and if you use that little tool up in the upper right hand corner, you kind of can see the before and after of how it looks. Okay. And if you mess up, you can always use a little back tool to undo what you did. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm gonna go into my contour tab. I'm gonna use the brown, and I'm gonna use that to apply on my eyeshadow. I always do a dab. I don't swipe it across because I don't want it to come out too much. And with a dab, you kind of can control where you want the makeup color to look. So I just try to like be very cautious of how I do it, just so I don't have to keep going back and forth with editing it. So now I'm gonna go into skin details, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make it pop a little bit more. I like to increase the concealer and texture up, and I bring the clarity down. If you notice, if I bring it up, it kind of really brings up a lot of attention to my face, and I'm really looking for more of a softer look versus like more of a harsher type of sharpness type of, you know, vibe. So that's what I like to do. And then if you want your details to kind of more of a pop more, I will go into what's called eye retouch, and you can apply this on your jewelry. You can apply this on your bag just to make it pop. Some people do it on their eyebrows or on their eyes just to make it, you know, come out a little bit more. It's really honestly based on your preference of what you want to kind of stand out more in the picture. Next I like to do is go on to my eraser tool. Now I use this tool typically if I have something in the picture that I don't want to be shown. So for example, in this upper corner, I see that it shows the building information. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. You wanna make sure you're careful with how you're editing or erasing it, because you wanna make sure that it doesn't look like somebody went in and erased it. You want it to look very seamless. So you just wanna take your time, zoom in really close if you have to get those edges. You can bring down this eraser tool as well if needed, if you need to get like really small cracks and crannies. So just keep working with it until you get your desired look. that looks great. So from here I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Now you can do other things with this app. You can definitely you know, change your body formation and all that. I typically don't do any of that. I just keep it very simple. You can make your teeth whiter if you want to. You can change the tone and the contrast and the colors and everything if you want. I typically don't really do all that. I just keep it very simple, plain, touch up my makeup, make my skin a little bit more pop, and erase what needs to be erased, and that's it. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do now that that's done is I'm gonna go into my camera app on my phone, and we're gonna go ahead and edit it out. Now with this tool, you guys, I typically like to play around with it. Every picture is not the same, but I just try to, you know, finesse it based on what I like. Now I'll typically first go into auto to see if I like how it looks first, but if I don't, which I don't in this case, I'll go in manually and just play with it. So I typically don't do too much with the exposure unless I'm trying to make it brighter, but I'll play with brilliance a little bit. We at 14, highlights. I love contrast. It really kind of makes the picture look a little bit more like HD 4K type of vibe, so I'll do that. I like to work with shadows as well, which I'll bring that down just to kind of make the colors come in a little bit more. I like black point. It kind of brings out all the little blackness out a little bit. Saturation, I'll apply just a tad bit of saturation. I love vibrance because it really brings out the color, so I'll bring that to maybe about 17. I won't do too much with warm or tint, but I do like to sharpen it a little bit, which I'll do no more than about 10 or 9. I'll do about 10 for this one. And that's pretty much all I do with that. And again, depending on the picture, you know, it'll vary basically. So that's how that picture is looking, and I think it looks great. So it's pretty much what I do, y'all. Like, so simple. Like, I used to use different apps, y'all, and I try to like keep it very simple now when it comes to it. That's pretty much all I have for all my tips and tricks and everything that I can think of to tell you guys for what I personally use when I take my pictures. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and got something from it, maybe something that you can possibly start using when you start taking your pictures or on your next content day. If you have any questions that I have not answered, make sure you go ahead and drop them down below. Make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. If you have any tips and tricks for me, definitely leave them down below as well too, y'all. You know, we friends over here, so definitely not gatekeeping. We want to make sure we keep this conversation going and give the girls the tea on what we need to do so we can, you know, get rich out here. And not just get rich, but just be out here and be successful in our content creation journey. Like, because we're all learning, we're all growing, and why not learn from each other when we can. So yeah, that is the end of this video. Thank you again so much for watching. I will be filming a complete day in the life of a content creator where I go knee deep in the actual me experience of me getting out taking pictures. So if you are interested on that, definitely leave me a comment down below. I will probably be filming that later this week to drop next week for y'all, so be on the lookout, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. That's just the way we are, but you can say you love me when it's like